Good morning. Welcome to Bad Hotel Coffee Chat, the first one of 2014. I am in Ottawa for the CFL Congress, specifically the Coach of the Year luncheon, which is scheduled for today, Wednesday. Kent Austin, head coach of the Ticats, up for this award. I've written this before, I'll say it again. I don't think he's going to win it, but I think he deserves to. The job that Austin did, given the challenges of last season, was quite remarkable to get his team to the Grey Cup, and so I think he's deserving of the award. I think that Corey Chamberlain, head coach of the Saskatchewan Roughriders, is going to win it. The last 7 Coach of the Years have gone to coaches who won the Grey Cup. I don't think this year will be any different. And the only question regarding John Hufnagel is if he's actually going to stay for the entire ceremony, unlike last year. I am in Ottawa and having my bad hotel coffee. It was truly bad today. I had the little creamer, the powdered creamer. That's never a good sign. But I'm at the Capitol Hill Hotel and Suites. The conference is down at the Delta. The CFL holds a congress and they have a week-long set of meetings. But they're at the Delta. I'm just up the street at this other hotel. It's fine. It's right in downtown Ottawa, so there's lots of hustle and bustle. I can actually see the Parliament buildings around the corner, so it's quite nice. I went to school in Ottawa, so at Carleton. So I was looking around yesterday after I got here and passed a whole bunch of places that are it's got that sort of crazy deja vu, familiar feeling, and there's all these places that you remember from when you were basically a whole different person, right? We're talking 15 years ago that I was here, but a lot of it's still the same, but it all looks different. Anyway, it's quite fun to be here. I went by the stadium at Lansdowne. I used to live just a couple blocks from there. Listen, I know people are concerned about the Hamilton Stadium getting done, and I'm not a construction expert, and it's very tough to tell these things from the outside, but the Ottawa Stadium doesn't look all much further along than the Hamilton one does, to be honest with you. And I know there are concerns on both fronts, but there's still a lot of work to be done on that Ottawa Stadium if it's going to be ready for the start of the season. So that's just my very layman, I'm looking from the outside at night at this thing. So I'm not trying to report the things behind schedule. I'm just saying when you look at it from the outside, there's certainly clearly quite a bit of work to be done. I suppose we should talk about the big news from yesterday, which was Henry Burris signing here in Ottawa. Surprised everyone, myself included. He got a large chunk of change, $450,000 per season at least, and that's I think that's a lot of money. That's Ricky Ray, upper echelon quarterback in the CFL kind of money, and I think that's what he and his agent were looking for all along. That's what they felt that he was worth. The Ticats, I think, had made it very clear right from the outset that they were not interested in paying that kind of premium price for Burris. And so, I understand why they didn't want to pay that kind of money. I understand why Burris and his agent felt that they could get it, and they were right. And I also think the Ticats were right to go in the direction that they did. The guy I actually feel bad for in all of this is Kevin Glenn, who, as many of you know, is a personal favorite of mine, having covered him for 3 seasons. I think he was really looking forward to having his team and building something from scratch and all of those things. And now the sort of rug has been pulled out from underneath him yet again. It will be interesting to see what Ottawa does with Glenn, whether they hang on to him, which General Manager Marcel Desjardins said that they might. I think that's unlikely. That's a lot of money, although I think KG's deal is somewhat more cap friendly. That's still a lot of money to be tied up in quarterbacks. And they may try and trade him, they may release him. Obviously, there's still one team, Winnipeg, that needs a starter. Would Glenn fit that role for them? Maybe. They may have a run at Drew Willie as well. Winnipeg has lost out now on Collaros and on Burris for different reasons, I think. But they're certainly in some, I don't want to say dire straits, but they have a challenge in finding themselves a starting quarterback in time for next season. Let's just say that the options are getting pretty narrow, and all of the options available to them now come with a greater degree of uncertainty. Let's just say that. So, all right, that's it for this morning. If you have any questions, pass them along via email or on the blog, and I'll have more later from the Coach of the Year luncheon from here in Ottawa. So, yeah, talk to you later.